We've been having some really interesting trademarks for Toyota and Lexus lately. All right, the urban cruiser even happened here in America. Velfire, a lot of these models, either for Europe, Japan, FJ Cruiser, or should I say Land Cruiser FJ, it's not coming here more than likely unless something blows my mind. Prado, well, we already have the Prado. That's the J250 Land Cruiser sold stateside. Estimo is a different name for the Previa. And then this one came up, and I'm like, Lexus, specifically a trademark for Lexus ROV. Is Lexus getting dirty, or should I say, starting to play ball game in a whole new arena? Guys, grab your snacks and drinks, buckle in, and we're going to go down this rabbit hole of what Lexus could bring to the market. A quick search for ROV. Could Lexus be working on a remotely operated vehicle like a submersible? The answer is no. This is not what they're working on. And then all you have to do is just Google search Lexus ROV, and it brings us to this. This is a little side-by-side four-wheel drive sort of vehicle that Lexus has had as a concept since, I believe, 2021. And we know Lexus is getting more serious with off-roading, with the Overtrail models. We have the GX Overtrail that started it all. I mean, the LX now is an Overtrail, the LX Hybrid 700H. And then you also have for other markets the NX Overtrail model. It's never come to the United States. I don't know if it ever will, but I think that's fascinating. So we know Lexus is investing in off-roading, but this is just so bizarre and out of the normal. This recreational off-highway vehicle. Now, something like this might be able to be plated in some states. Like if you go to Montana or Wyoming, you can drive these things in town with a plate. Here in Florida, I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's possible. I see 25-mile-per-hour golf carts with plates on them going through neighborhoods and whatnot. And if they're real ballsy, they take them out to 55-mile-an-hour streets, which is suicide to me. The problem is that the concept had a 1-liter, I think it was an internal combustion engine, but it burned hydrogen. So this is not a fuel cell. But it would have a hydrogen tank in here. It's made out of carbon fiber. It would be emissions-free off-road. Problem is, there's no hydrogen fueling stations anywhere. Hydrogen's everywhere, but there's no hydrogen fueling stations anywhere unless you're in certain parts of California. So filling this is just, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. It's not as simple as like if this was a gasoline model or a hybrid model even, like you don't have to take this to the gas station. Like you just get a couple of jerry cans of gasoline and you can fill this thing wherever. Now, the alternative would be if Lexus made this fully battery electric, which is not out of the equation. In fact, that might be the route they decide to go. It would add weight for sure compared to an internal combustion engine, whether it's gasoline or hydrogen. But it would give it the zero emissions that Lexus wants to be. Lexus wants to be fully zero emission. America, they want to be fully battery electric by 2030. So this little guy here has the potential to come to the market. All right, would it be sold at Lexus dealers? I would assume so. I mean, there's no Toyota Power Sports. I mean, we look at the other Japanese manufacturers like Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha. Of course, they all have Power Sports, but Lexus and Toyota having power sports is something very strange. Since it's trademarked, there's always a possibility it could come. Here's another problem. It's like, well, this couldn't get to the trail unless it's in the back of a truck. You need a Lexus truck to go with it, right? That would make sense to me. Bring your off-roading truck with this extreme off-roading vehicle as well. But it doesn't seem likely. Now, and we got an optional windshield. You can see that it lifts up, lifts down, or should I say folds down. I would love to have something like this. I don't know why it needs to be branded as a Lexus. That's what it's like. Yeah, we have carbon fiber here. Yes, the seats look pretty nice. Don't get me wrong. We have leather wrapped steering wheel, but like, are they trying to market to the glamping people out there? I mean, you even have a Lexus logo inside of the wheel, or they're probably like 8-inch wheels or 10-inch wheels with these fat tires on them. Recaro seats. It's almost looks like a manual drive, but I'm sure this just puts it into driver reverse or whatnot. Lights everywhere. If they do bring it, I think it would be fully electric. So if we look at something like the Polaris Ranger XP Kinetic, it's a $30,000 vehicle. Let me know what you guys would be paying for a battery electric Lexus ROV. Let me know what you would pay for that. I mean, this would be the cheapest. If it comes in at $30,000, it'd be the cheapest Lexus, but you just can't drive it on public streets in the vast majority of states. The Kinetic Ultimate here is $37,000. Let's read into the specs. 110 horsepower electric motor with 140 pound-feet of torque. That's plenty for such a small vehicle off-road. 14-inch wheels with 29-inch tires. 14-inch ground clearance, LEDs. We have about a 30 kilowatt hour battery with 80 miles of range. That's incredible to have that sort of range, but I'm sure that's best case scenario. I bet if it's tough trails, it's probably something like 40 or 50 miles of range. You have a level 2 charger. I mean, the Lexus one definitely looks cooler than this. I mean, but this is like a truck though. You can pull stuff with it. Pretty fascinating. This would be a great utility vehicle on farms, on ranches. Absolutely. You wouldn't have any maintenance on it if it's fully electric, really, other than tires. Fuel cell, I mean, that's just out of the equation. But internal combustion engine, of course, you'd have maintenance there. But I feel like battery electric is the way to go with this vehicle. I don't know if Lexus is ever going to bring it to market. Just because they trademark it, guys, doesn't mean anything. I just thought it was interesting. Out of all the things they decided to trademark, it's something that doesn't line up with the brand hardly at all. Even though Lexus has been more interested in doing over-trail stuff, yes, that's fascinating, but this seems super conceptualized in a part of Lexus identity that just isn't there. But what do I know? I'll see you guys in the comments. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Lexus updates. We should be getting a reveal on a new ES this year, maybe a refreshed NX. Let me think battery electric. Oh, a refreshed RZ, a really big refresh on the RZ fully electric, to piggyback off of the refreshed BZ4X. And we might be getting actually a reveal on the 3-row EV that's based off of the EV Highlander, and that will be built stateside, of course. But guys, all that will be coming this year, as well as probably the LFR introduction, or at least the announcement of it. So there's a lot of stuff coming for Lexus. We're just kind of in this lull right now. This spring is pretty short on exciting things from most manufacturers. So we're just waiting for the splash for this summer, this fall. It's going to be worth the wait. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and have a great day.